So, damn it, how do I get the Groovy bot in here? We need Groovy bot.
You need Chewy to set the groovy.
I know.
It's on the Groovy playlist. I know Juan and know good music too. If I'm the DJ, you guys will hate me. So, yeah.
Let me see if I can get.
What do you listen to? Got curious now.
Yeah, I listen a lot of Japanese music and rap.
All right.
There we go with Alabama. There we go with Alabama.
Get that Sweet Home Alabama going.
I have some Japanese music selection too.
Oh, that's awesome.
What did you say? I missed it. I was blasting Sweet Home Alabama. Let me turn the volume down. What did you say, Olivia?
She listens.
Oh, but I have some Japanese music too.
Awesome.
I love it.
Can you set the playlist after this? Can you be the DJ tonight?
Oh no, I hate being the DJ.
DJ Livy.
I've never heard you say you hated anything, Livy.
Oh, okay. So you guys know that I really dislike it.
All right. We'll wait for everyone else to join us, but it's a great time to jump into the sprint board. And you'll see that Tamara has not yet organized the sprint board, which I'm going to do live and in real time. Go ahead. Okay, so I guess what I want to say, it's important actually. We're going to do our regular sprint planning as normal, but we're also going to start tagging what came out of our retrospective is like the critical to hatch things. So everything, actually, let's see if we have a critical to hatch tag or if I deleted it. Yeah, we do. So anything that has to be done before the hatch should be labeled critical to hatch, and that'll be our sort of really granular checklist on what still needs to be done. And I think it's really, let me see where our roadmap is. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, cool. All right. So I think that there's a few things, and if we have the impact hours from SoftGov, there's maybe some comms things left and maybe one or two common swarm things left as well. So I'm going to just set a timer for maybe 10 minutes now, and we can update the board. But yeah, if it's not, do we need 10 minutes? Can I just get some sort of audible or verbal confirmation?
That would be great.
Okay, cool. While we're doing the updates, I'm just going to update the sprint board, and everything that's in the sprint backlog or in progress, I'm going to tag as next sprint and drop it in the product backlog. And then bring all the repeatables out again, of course. Hey, Greg.
Hey, hey.
We're just updating the sprint board. We have about 5 more minutes left.
Cool.
Good afternoon. What are we doing since I just logged in? Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Thanks.
hey, Eduardo. We are silently mourning the death of gosh, what's his name? You know, the guy
John,
that just Yes, that's what we're doing. We're mourning John. We're taking a moment of silence for McAfee.
funny enough, I called the working document of goodbye epitaph.
What did he do?
I call the closing document for Hatch Outreach. I call it epitaph.
We're
Actually, I
updating
know
this.
I have a friend whose husband works at the prison where he died, and he was making his ID just a few hours before the guy committed suicide. Yeah, between brackets, right?
Yeah, very interesting case. But what we're really doing, Eduardo, and I mean, not to make light of somebody's death, it is actually terribly sad. What we are doing, Eduardo, is updating the sprint board. And you have 2 minutes left to throw in your any issues for this sprint.
I already did.
Specifically, we are really hyper-focused on anything that's critical to Hatch from each working group. And there's a critical to Hatch tag, which we had used in the past, and we can repurpose for this. Cool. All right. Sweet. Come on. Okay, so our retrospective, or the action from our retrospective is, hey, we want a very granular list of everything that's left to do before the hatch, and that's critical to hatch in GitHub. So that's going to be one of our focuses for our sprint planning today. So same things as always. One issue, one assignee, except when you feel like being rebellious and making more people assigned to an issue. And what else can I say? We have nothing that's under review or block. No, nope. Cool. All right, so maybe we kick it off. Let's see. Santi, I feel like yours is probably pretty straightforward. Shall we start with you with legal?
Sure. Let me check your window so we are on the same page here. See, we've started with the covenant, or you can put covenant/constitution, and we've started with that today. But
that's this is not for the hatch. This is for the upgrade, commons upgrade.
Right.
Cool. Excellent.
Now the next one is legal eye, third party. Yeah, we've started also with the legal and third party, discussions, but that's not critical for the hatch either.
Okay.
That keeps on going. Then final review of the legal docs. We were doing that today, and they're quite straightforward. So we could say, can we say that this is done?
Yeah. Do you officially sign off on it? Like,
we're gonna make a final review again. Sean's gonna do that, but we can say that they are done. Yeah.
I would assign it to Sean and say that he needs to do one final review. I hacked on it most just this hour, and like I had to change. We had cultural build tribute in there, and it was like it took a little bit more time than I thought to just unwork that. So I would say I'm like 10 minutes more of quiet working that I hope to do during this call, actually. And and then Sean needs to review it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we can. It's gonna go through a final review, but it's done. So we just leave it there. But we can, they are all reviewed, and everything, all the relevant information is there.
Cool. Okay, so it's just the last few of the crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Mm-hmm. And then there's that. Those are from Libby. Yeah, the one that 748 make progress on the covenant, that can be merged with the one that you just moved. Yeah, those two can be merged.
Okay. There's one that's Livia's and one that's yours.
Yeah, well, just leave them both. We're both working on the same direction, but yeah, you can. I think we can leave them separate. And update on the final hatch terms and conditions after parameter vote is you can close 629.
629. Update the hatch. Sweet.
Yeah, because that's updated. We're just going to the final review of all the documents, not just the hatch.
Okay, so the TNC is part of the final review of all docs too.
Yeah. And that's about it.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Oh, and by the way, I published my forum post.
Yeah, I know, I saw. You're one of the good ones. And the rest of us will just hide.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. And what about anything for source cred? I know it's a different...
Yeah, Mateo is basically dealing with that. and Libby is leading. I'm more on the sidelines right now, but I just don't know if we made the distribution. I was a little away during this week when I was on a trip. I have not touched base with them, so maybe Libby can give us an update when it's returned.
Okay. Livy, do you want to jump in about source grid?
Yeah. So I think there was just we needed to review if the addresses were right, and then Mateo was getting the updated list of people who activated the trusted seed to use that. Because first we had a list with everyone, but then I thought it was like against our hatch strategy, because now we're gonna give just RepDexDie to test, but we'll probably use that same list after if we decide to use impact hours. Is best to have that list there instead of all the addresses. So there's that happening now. And I think Craig didn't share it yet. Yeah, I think a few days and we'll have that done.
Okay. All right, I'll ask Mateo if he could drop maybe an update in here as well. So it's happening. I'll bring it in. Okay, cool. Juan Carlos, should we do gravity next?
Yes, okay. Well, I see there are certain tags like on coordination. Yes, Suga just moved it. We will also help on the covenant for the community vote. And I think that the next gravity session we can make a debate for the proposals for impact analysis, for the impact hour analysis. And there's also this old issue that I made of making icebreakers and hangout spaces. And I think we can have like a hangout space that is a call just to not talk about work or to talk about other things. So I think those are the and community support around post hatch. I think those are the issues.
Cool, great. Great. Okay. And Eduardo, shall we do hatch outreach?
Yes, of course.
All right, then we have the canceling the AMA call, which turns out has a bunch of little things that you need to account for, like the Twitter that goes out automatically and the Discord announcement that goes out. And I'm sure it's on our manifesto and on the forum and in many different places that now we just have to sort of delete that AMA is happening.
Yeah, I will delete it from the manifesto and the rest of the stuff manually.
All right.
Let me clear. I have the send hub. Let me clear out this one. So I updated the things that needed to be updated. I created one for the TEC Scouts, which you mentioned also, which was the manifesto writing. So I created that issue for that. I labeled it TEC Scouts and next sprint. I also updated kickoff meeting of the TEC Scouts. I think it should be closed. I made a comment on it.
Oh, I just closed it. Yeah, I think it should be closed too. There's this kickoff happened this sprint already. It's done.
Yeah, I post most of them. Sorry.
I'm just not seeing the manifesto. Why is that? Oh, it may be under Scouts?
Yes, it's on the Scouts label.
Okay, all right.
Then I labeled the POV as next sprint. And then there's another one that I also labeled. Sorry.
Closing working group
Oh
one.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, the one that. No, sorry, the 704. The one labeled, I labeled next sprint also for. Yeah, I made a comment. Yes, I made a comment on that.
Cool.
That's 704. The rest
Cool.
of the Input Tower ones, I will close them since they are not relevant anymore. We can only leave that one.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Cool. Okay. And I guess if anyone isn't aware, there's going to be a piece of a piece that's basically a Hatcher's point of view, a Hatcher's handbook, based on the legal doc from Santi, just to explain to a Hatcher everything that they need to know about participating in the hatch and how the parameters affect them and things that contingencies and such.
Yeah, I had a question regarding this. I don't know if I misheard, but then the legal document is gonna be or receive a latest update. So can we just add it to or send it whenever they have the final version in case there's any changes that we need to incorporate it to the piece?
I would suggest that you check on the legal working group agenda, which is posted on the legal channel. The links are there, and you just grab those documents from the links.
Okay, so there will be an update of the document. That's my question.
There is no update. They're finished. We are just doing final reviews, but very minor change may be added, just in terms of maybe grammar, but not really important content. All relevant content is there.
Perfect. And then I have another question, which is regarding the TEC Scouts. Shall we just rename, for example, Hatch Outreach Channel? Shall we create a new one? What's the procedure for creating channels, or if we don't need it, or if we wait? Just for next sprint, just wondering.
I mean, we can create a TE Scouts channel. I don't see why not. But yeah, or we can, like, it's sort of like the Hatch Outreach Working Group, the proposal section is sort of evolving into that. So maybe we just rename the Hatch Outreach when we close the working group, and then we'll just rename it. I don't know that I don't know. I don't know that there's a huge need for it, but if the Scouts want a channel, we should have a channel for them. Otherwise, we can use, I think it was suggested to just continue using Hatch Outreach for now, since there's some historic data in there.
Agreed. All right, perfect.
All right, and I think I did all of this. I just, yeah, I haven't done the blogs. It's CS Hatch blogs that need to be, wait, is it? Adding CS blog within Hatch to the two forum post.
The 688 visual explainer, is it closed, or like we closed it, or is it still?
I just need to post it on the forum and check this box. That's literally all I have to do left. I will get it done. These Hatcher Outreach campaigns, I feel like there's a little follow-up from here, but I'm closing it. And Eduardo, you kindly offered to do the second reach follow-up of outreach. So if I can support you, that's great. But otherwise, yeah, take it away.
Yeah, that's why I suggested to just leave 704 as the only one for reference.
Oh yeah, that works for me. You think the goodbye doc you want to pull into the sprint, or we'll say leave it in the backlog, and it's great if you get it, but if not, that's okay too.
Yeah, I mean, it's ready. It should be ready today, or at least for revision. So yeah, so for me, it should be for next sprint, regardless of we leave it or not.
Okay. Proposals on the forum review. Should we close this now and see if the Scouts want?
I label it, and I actually added to the goodbye document that one, because we have a lot of information there, and I added a because Upala just posted it there, and it would be a nice way to like a recurrent issue that we can always refer to whenever we see a new proposal or anything regarding reviewing proposals that get submitted in the forum. So I will leave it open just because there is previous information that can be useful.
Okay. Oh, this one 494 is now 704. Okay. Group of 704.
And then we have 696. Shall we close that one too?
Oh, this one I'm going to do after we hatch, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is going to be like, hosting sessions for exactly the sessions we've had up until now, but basically like after we hatch, and it's sort of like you can do something right now instead of just follow us on Twitter until you receive our we're hatching message.
That kind of like issue goes to Icebox, or we just leave it there?
We leave it in the product backlog because it will be done in the future. It's just not going to be this sprint. Didn't I close this?
And yeah, I think that's pretty much all.
Okay. Actually, there's something else. There's like the Hatcher first day comms, right?
Yeah. Sure.
First day outreach campaign. So yeah. We had to tell the people leave. Okay. So I feel like you have quite a bit on your plate with those 2 articles. Shall I take this on the sprint?
Which one, sorry? Oh, the campaign? No.
Yeah.
I mean, the articles will be finished next week, most likely. So I don't think there is too much on my plate right now. And yeah, I would rather give follow up to the campaigns. So even if I'm not assigned to it, I would like to still work on them as to keep them on my loop.
Okay, we can both work on it then. I'll create one for you too.
So I'm sorry, my internet went out on me for a little bit there with the and when you were talking about the Hatch article for the POV article. I just wanted to mention if you based it on the Hatch terms, I kind of just rewrote the Hatch terms in this hour. So I hope that you can re-review them.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, actually, Eduardo raised the point, and Santi suggested he look in the legal group agenda so that he can look at the latest ones. We can look at the latest ones. I'm just going to do it as on the loop to this one now, and then we can create another one after this.
Perfect.
Sorry, was there anything else, Griff?
No, that was it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. I have this Hatch Outreach one-pager, and I just really do want to do it, but I don't think I'm even taking it into the sprint. It is basically the visual explainers, and then explaining all the little things that we couldn't include in the visual explainer, like quadratic voting and the rage quitting option, and just a lot of the details that can't fit into something visually. But I don't think I'm going to take it into the sprint. Yeah. Unless anyone screams, we're going to die without it. No. Cool. All right. Griff, how's your internet now? It's good?
I hope so. I'm definitely not going to share screen or anything crazy though. There's a giveth metagame thing going on, so most of the team is doing that. So we're competing for Wi-Fi. But yeah, I can definitely go through it. Let's do it while it's working.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You want to do Common Swarm or Params?
Common Swarm is pretty easy. There's some critical to hatch things. The most obvious one is that we got to get everyone to actually give us some feedback on the hatch whistle. Like, I really would love to see. I think I have some lag, so I'm just gonna keep talking and pretend like I don't.
Good.
We're gonna. I would really love to see people. I'm so sorry, and I'll DM and ping people and try to beg for some feedback on the forum. If there's anything that you see that can get better, this is the last chance we have to review the hatch and, like, you know, maybe even get that text reviewed a little bit more. I found some typos there. There's just some, like, that hatch page needs to be reviewed, and I would love it if people filled out our feedback form. The devs would flip their lid if people started filling that feedback form out. It'd make them feel really good. So please, even if it was just like, oh my God, this hatch page is perfect. Great job, devs. They would really love it. It would feel really good. And then,
What find address?
hatch.tecommons.org. There's just, like, in there, there's a built-in feedback form in the bottom left. There's just like a little, yeah, right there. Ooh. And then you can just give us your feedback. So yeah.
Is there any dates? Is there, like, this has to be done? I mean, we have the whole sprint to do it, or?
It is critical to hatch. You can only the hatch ends in less than 2 days. I think a day and a half. So you might as well contribute and see if we can hit the target goal. It'd be really nice to hit the target goal so we can see how much confetti pops out. Because if we hit the max goal, oh baby, because, like, more confetti happens, and we actually had a bug where there was too much confetti, and it crashed on most browsers. The whole DApp would crash because we had so much confetti. So I'd like to test that and see if we can hit the max goal. Don't be shy.
Yeah, guys, we're loaded. You guys should spend more test die in this hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go exactly.
All in. Go crazy.
Yeah, go all in. And you know what's funny? You might also get to experience the fact that you can't go all in. You have $1 million, but you can't spend it all because your C-Stack score is not high enough. Oh, doesn't it hurt? Don't you want more C-Stack? I bet you do. Okay, we can keep going. The other stuff, like, I want to get a finalized hatch spec out. We have Sam just made one for the test hatch, and then it's just like a few copy pastes, but then we'll have, like, a spec for all the hardcore devs that can, like, be like, oh, this is exactly what we're deploying for the hatch. And also it's needed that's like one of the last things for Adria. Obviously closing all the hatch issues. The big thing is just making sure we get Adria's sign off. I'll be in Barcelona next week, so I can literally just go to his house and make him look at it. So that's great. And things that aren't critical that are happening this week. Marco's working on the ABC stats page, which will give us more information about the bonding curves. And we're onboarding Bradley as a product manager for the Common Swarm, just to, like, his main mission is being that we get the Commons upgrade out on time. That's it. He's got one job, and then whatever it takes.
Cool, fantastic. The ABC stats, that's not parameters?
No, it's Common Swarm. It's the actual, it is the website that, like, kind of like if you go to Uniswap and you go to their info page, tells you about we have convert, which, if you guys remember, like, it allows you to convert, but it's like you don't understand anything about what's going on with the bonding curve. It's just like Uniswap. And the stats page will actually give you more information about the pair and slippage, and, like, it's just more detailed info about how everything is working. And yeah, that's it. That's this week. I don't think that Marco will finish the stats page, but he'll make major progress on it.
Okay. And that's something that really would probably be needed by the end of the hatch more than the beginning of the hatch, right?
Well, it's one of those Gantt chart things. So like he's got to do the design, and then we have to solve the technical issues that how the fuck do we get that data off the blockchain? Like there's it's some serious engineering work once we understand the scope. It's definitely not due or anything. It's important but not urgent, right?
Okay. Yeah.
For parameters, there's nothing critical to hatch. So,
Okay.
but I do want to check in with Nate. Oh, Nate messaged me back. Let's see what he said. Yeah. So, Nate, I'm trying to pass off the forum post to Nate, who will probably work mostly with Lauren and Mitch to get them all out. Is that right, Nate?
That is correct, yeah.
So, yeah, Nate's been making great progress on it so far. So, like, happy to pass the buck. And then, like, if things need to be reviewed, they need to be reviewed. The only forum post that I'm working on is the defaults, which I should get done this weekend on all my planes.
Yeah, and did you want the because I know that they may have overridden some of the older hatch posts that we had on the forum, and repurposed them for the commons upgrade parameters. Is that okay, or do you want dedicated forum posts for each of the new ones?
I think a lot of the forum posts can be combined for sure, and the ones that are already up there, for instance, I think there might be one for virtual supply, open price and virtual supply, virtual balance. There's some of these that might already be up there, but they're just like using really old words, and we made our best guesses at the time, but things changed. So they just it's fine to just repurpose them and make sure they're categorized in the right sections and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I can do that.
Yeah. So the stuff that's labeled next sprint can all be moved over, and the ones that are unassigned for the most part are probably. Oh, that's a different one. This is something that I hope to at least get started this sprint. Just explaining in a very simple terms, like probably in a forum post that someone will want to recreate into a blog post or something eventually. Just like, oh, dandelion voting for commons upgrade. This is what happens. Like, I feel like I could do a stream of consciousness in 10 minutes and it's done, but I have to set aside those 10 minutes. Mitch is tackling the conviction voting spec and the disputable voting spec this sprint. Conviction voting is almost done, so that's definitely happening. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really Mitch. I shouldn't take any credit for this. He's doing a fantastic job. And same with disputable voting. He's on it. So,
okay. And then you're saying, so all these forum posts come in, and who is Nate? Is this all falling under you? These 4 or 5 forum posts?
Yep.
6 forum posts?
There'll probably be more.
8? 9?
You can really merge them into an epic, yeah.
Yeah,
there's Epic's forum.
Oh yeah, make forum posts. All right. Let's see.
So,
but these are all assigned to you?
What I'd say is it's on Nate to assign them. We're kind of using a Google Doc as opposed to GitHub right now to assign these things. And like people are just kind of taking them. Some of them Nuggin took, some of them Lauren took, some of them Mitch will take. Nate's taking some. It's kind of just happening in the params calls.
Okay. But can we say that Nate's the one who can provide updates and...
Yeah, I'll coordinate it all.
Or assign whoever it should be assigned to in here. Would be great.
Yep, yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for Nate to if you're down, Nate, to just be the person who like makes sure they get posted, you know, like Lauren and Mitch are always working on a bunch of random things all over the place, and same with Nuggin. But if you can take on the if one person can take on the responsibility of like making sure they actually make it on the forum and are categorized, ooh, that's good.
Yep. We'll take care of that this weekend.
Amazing. Yeah, and if there's anything that's like questionable, you know, I wouldn't mind just like making sure that we either take time in the Params call to go over them, or like you and I just have like an extra call to review it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so far we have 4 critical to hatch in our backlog. Yeah, Nate, thanks for that. That's amazing. It's nice to have people on the issues. So, and then that's it with Params, right, Griff? Nothing else to add? That's quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think anything else is going to get done, but STEM and YGG have been making great progress on the engineering side for the like modeling, and there's just yeah, there's some other forum posts and stuff that are just not likely to be finished, but things are happening for sure. Other things will be happening.
All right, Olivia, how do you feel about going into SoftGov now?
Let's do it. Should I go here or? Oh, sorry, there was a bit of a lag. Okay, so I think it's mostly focusing on finishing the impact hours intervention. So I made a few issues for that. Yeah, finalize intervention process. I think for that, I mean, just, yeah, after the process is finished, like making sure what are the next steps for implementing the changes, and then we'll have that final quantification, and just having like a final like wrapped up situation.
So this is just basically post-vote, what happens post-vote?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe make a final post or something like that, just to wrap up.
But what happens after the vote? I mean, the vote may be no intervention.
Yeah, might be. And then there's not much to be done.
So, okay. Okay. Let me just about that. Okay. And yeah, definitely critical to hatch. They both have the same name, finalize IH intervention process. There's a one.
Oh, weird. That seems like a bug. Different? I just created one.
Okay. I guess do we have the voting in here already?
I think the voting is like it's happening already. I put just wait, let me open my tab because it's so different on yours.
I filtered by SoftGov label.
Oh, okay. I think some of them are not with the SoftGov tag. Sorry. Could you tag by me?
Oh, here we are.
Yeah, so host a run-up session that's going to be next Thursday now. And then, yeah, host some debate calls. Make a proposal.
Make a proposal, run-off session, finalize intervention process, and host debate calls. I guess these are all also critical to hatch.
Yeah,
Maybe not that.
I put just in that final one because that would be like the final process, but I guess we can put in all of them.
Alright. Let me just do by you and see if anything else comes up. Maybe we can do another backlog refinement since the session we started ended up being more of a sync than the refinement.
Yeah, I did clean up a little bit. I think it's better now.
And is there anything else in here? The onboarding resource guide. Do you think you'll spend some time on that with Katie or anyone else that can work on it?
I hope this in between during the hatch, I hope I can be doing the GitHub and all of this stuff. So maybe leaving for next sprint.
And then let me just go back to SoftGov.
And then the last one is just proposing the covenant for community vote.
I'm dragging mine in that a proposal for phrase improvement. And I put a phrase
Nice.
impact our proposal. I think I can get to it. And make progress on the covenant. Okay. The checklist for new working groups, Vi pretty much did all the work in here. He made the checklist. Maybe now we just need to pull it out. Be created. Okay. Maybe I will take this on I will take this on to pull it into some document that we can refer to. And oh, should this go into Gitbook or just a separate document that then we link to in Gitbook?
Which one? Sorry.
New working group.
Yeah, I think that all fits into the Gitbook. I organized it a little bit last week, but I think it needs like a lot of attention, like just maybe a full sprint just for the Gitbook.
And how about how we should that was something that Nate was championing. Nate, do you think this is something we can pull into this sprint, or do you have your hand full with the forum?
Yeah, we can put it into this sprint.
I added a link up to that onboarding and resource guide because there is a mention of recognition for subject matter experts. It's just a little out of date. The guide is a little out of date. So that is also a little out of date, and we could probably use that as a good starting ground.
Yeah, just getting a kind of a foundation or framework of how to approach it is a good start that we can do this sprint.
All right, awesome. Let's see, maybe transparency. Ooh, oh. Zep, you want to go next?
Yay! Yeah, transparency is a bit chill this sprint. Yeah, we yeah, on the board, please. Oh, maybe I was lagging. Yeah. Basically, like there is not a lot of discussion on the forum post. So the only thing we have a conclusion of is like Jam was a bit for users, not for business. that for security reasons, Durga was explaining, like it's not good for business, but it's more for users. And also we were doing some testing with Chewy, and the magic links sometimes were working, sometimes they don't. So basically what we're going to do here probably is go with what Semi is building for the and then have a multi-sig for the. I mean, there is not a lot of engagement, so I don't know what else should I do. But basically, that's, I think, the best idea we have now. Like, just go with what Semi is building, have a multi-sig, and then have a process when, you know. Like,
I'm not hearing you.
oh, sorry. Do you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, it was very.
Oh,
Maybe.
my internet says it's good, but do you guys hear me besides Tam?
I hear you pretty well, Zepti, but Livy, I think you're breaking up a bit.
So, yeah, and
Okay.
oh,
Well,
you back, Tam?
we're
Oh, no. And yeah, then also talk with YGG to do the last working group thing, but since like all of this price analysis and this, YGG is like so super busy, so we prefer just to take it later on. And yeah, that's pretty much all. This mic transparency audit, a big thing. It's an issue that I just have to sing with Ivy. Maybe we could close after what we did on the community call and presented it once in a month. And yeah, I think that's it. And the rules are repeating tasks that we couldn't do the forum this week because also the price emergency. And we probably need some help from BuyByB or someone who's very an expert on the forums admins rules, so can provide some wisdom there. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. I'm just going to quickly reboot. See if this is better. Okay. Can everyone hear me?
You're cutting up a lot.
Damn it. Okay, let's see. Close some back.
I think it's better if you don't share screen, Tim.
Yeah, that's super true. We can share a screen.
Not me.
Let's see, Olivia, do you want to give it a try? I am. Yeah. It's I don't know why. I have great internet here. Well, let me try again anyway. And if it doesn't work, oh, Olivia, you're sharing. Excellent. Okay.
What should I filter to?
Well, shall we do oh, we did SoftGov already. Actually, shall we do the comms, Chewy? So filter labels by comms. Oh, my video, oh, my network has 3 green bars again. I'm gonna try to share again, and if it doesn't work, then Livia, I'll ask you to do it. It only had one red bar while I was having problems, but now it has 3 green bars again. Is it okay, everyone?
Yeah.
Yep, looks
Okay.
good.
All right. Shuri, what have we got in comms, and specifically, what is critical to hatch?
Critical to hatch, just a campaign plan. I'm making. Sorry that I have like I wanted to like show in advance, but I was pretty busy this morning, so I couldn't get it ready like in time. I am making different stuff around the campaign. The first one is calendar that is considering hatch dates to be like from July 9th approximately until August 5th. Those would be the 28 days. And I'm placing like, well, I'm also like putting together like an index of the content that is going to be useful. So I'm trying also like to filter the evergreen content that we already have, and also try to consider like due dates for stuff that we're working on right now. And this index is going to be placed in the calendar, but we're also going to be like having like some extra content that will go in as soon as like as it happens. For example, reaching the minimum goal is something that we don't know when it's going to happen, so we'll have like different kinds of content like across the hatch, and also like some just some stuff, some ready content like to be informative around the hatch event. And this is just gonna like be falling in place as soon as we like have a better idea of how to react to the whole hatch.
Just a few things. Do you have an issue open for this? Is there already an issue open for this that I'm just not seeing?
There's an epic with the forum posts, but I haven't really been able to update it. But so far there are like already some assigned forum posts that are pending.
But so specifically, let's just go through the thing that's specifically critical to hatch, and then we'll go through the rest of comms stuff.
Okay.
There's like the hatch campaign that you're talking about, the calendar.
Yes.
Okay, so that's part of the. There is a campaign that's defined that's critical to hatch. Is that so? Comms hatch campaign.
Yeah, just the campaign plan. I would say that is critical to hatch. Just a course of action on what content do we have, which content do we need to generate, what of this content can be already like tied to the calendar, what content needs to be more like reactionary depending on how the hatch develops. And this is mostly like around the like so far what we have is like the forum posts. The forum posts are going to be this is an example of this content. Let me check the issue.
Forum post. Okay, I just created a new issue for just the comms hatch campaign plan. What is the calendar idea? Why a calendar?
Oh, just so that like something visual that I like we could like move around some stuff like just the like in for example, let's say like the minimum goal. Maybe like we have like either like a tweet or a graphic like with confetti, right? Like celebrating. So maybe we think that later today we're gonna reach this minimum goal, but something happens and we have to wait till tomorrow. So the idea of this calendar would be like similar to a mural board where we could like move around some stuff that might be like changing and like for example, evergreen content can be already like tied to the like it can be like written in the calendar, and it can be just like content that we're going to be distributing. But there are some news about the hatch that are going to need this like adjustment. So this is just this is the idea behind the calendar.
I got it. I got confused. I thought you were going to publish a calendar for people to see, but we mean like a media planner for the content that's going out.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Got it. Yeah, great. Fantastic. So for all
And
the milestones along the hatch, what the comms will be for that? Yeah, that's
Uh, for it would be like mostly around the content that needs to be generated. In the epic is issue number 67. Um, so
yeah, I see.
this is like an epic, and these were some of the forum posts that I could add. It's like okay, these 3 issues, and this is stuff mostly in an editing phase. I know that there's still like some stuff that needs to be written, but I'll try to set a meeting with Mitch just to sync on the current status of the forum posts. Also, he's more like aware of params of like the content that needs that params is gonna be needing. So yeah, I still have to reach out to him to see how we can have this ready in time.
But these are not critical to hatch. The exit tribute, the introduction to bonding curve. These are for the commons upgrade, right?
yes,
Yeah, forum posts for commons upgrade.
yes, you're right. Yeah, I mean, this is not critical to hatch. It's just some content that we're gonna be moving around in the hatch.
Okay.
Then yeah, I guess that like just critical for hatch would be the issue that you just opened.
The campaign plan. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let's go back to just.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out, Tom.
Yeah. Okay, now.
I think you're coming back.
So I hope that helps.
Okay, yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, now it's better.
There's not much I can do if this is. All right.
Yeah,
You're cutting
I
down.
think it's cutting out again.
That around comment you said are in progress, the forum posts.
We can hear you, Tim. You're still breaking down, Tam. May I suggest that you probably connect to a hotspot on your cell phone? Probably that will work out.
I think it might be Discord actually, because like some of us that are in different places have been like cut out for like a couple of minutes. Like it just happened to me, like what just happened to you, Edu. And I think it's the second time that it happens to Tam.
Well, while we had the void, Olivia, do you have an update on the dates? Did we end up solidifying that Thursday is when all the runoff will start for the thing, and then next Tuesday, not the next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after is when we'd have the impact hours, like the final decision on that?
Yeah. Let me just open here to confirm the actual dates. But yeah, next Thursday and then next Tuesday.
So when you were saying the 9th, Chewy, I think we're already past that. Because it'll be... Well, wait, maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
we're planning to hatch on the 9th, between the
Okay.
9th and the 11th.
Okay, great.
Griff, I see you're unmuted, but if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm just hanging. I was actually just messaging Sam to tell him, hey, we got to hatch by the 9th.
Man, maybe I'll turn my video off too. Sorry, everyone. I tried restarting the browser and Discord. I'll turn my video off and maybe we can get through this. All right, Chewy. Sorry to interrupt. So, yeah, what else can we bring into comms? Into the sprint for comms, I should say.
I will check on Epic number 24 with what's like originally from the Hatch campaign, and just like pick up information from this one and apply it to the Hatch campaign that I'm submitting that I mentioned, and I'll just come up with a new like more updated issue because this one has been going on I think since April, so it has a bunch of like feedback and stuff like this. It's number 24, yeah.
Cool. This issue.
I think it's happening again, Tam. Sorry about that.
We can. Oh boy, guys, I'm so sorry. Livia, can you take over? It says
Yeah.
Fine.
So, comms.
Right, I'll stop streaming.
Yeah, we still can't hear you, Tim.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Now we can.
Okay. All right. All right. So, yeah, I'll just make updates here, Chewy, while you talk about them. What else do we have coming into Sprint for comms?
So yeah, I feel that like in these two epics, one epic that checks like the forum post, but this is not critical for the hatch. I would consider like the new number 24 like more specific things around content. Not critical, but just something like good to good to have. to at least like get an idea of comps that are going to happen around the launch. Oh, which one is 142? I hadn't seen this one
Hatch
before.
comms, Epic?
142?
Yeah, number 142. Livy, do you think you could assign me that so I can just make sure I'm not leaving like anything behind?
Yeah. Sure, I'll assign you to.
I did it.
Yeah, this looks really old, guys. And the only ones in here are submit listing to positiveblockchain.io and DAO dashboard token listing. I think we can probably close this one actually. A backlog refinement session, but I think this is a good count just to close.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. All right. What else is coming into this sprint from comms?
Animation
Let's see,
video. I would say the animation video is critical for the hatch. Is issue number 55.
35?
55.
Okay, 55. Oh, good. It's in there. I think Livia brought it in there. Cool.
Where
Is it this one?
So if you
655?
No, it's it's in the content and distribution repo, but yeah.
That's okay, actually. You can look in you can just add that repo in the coordination workspace. So if we go to the TEC coordination workspace, it is now in the sprint backlog. Yeah, and if you see where it says repo 1/2 next to the left of that?
Yes.
Yeah, just click on the content distribution repo. Yeah, and now it'll come up. But you'll see it in the sprint backlog now, number 55.
And actually, let me I had not uploaded this. Let me post an update that I wanted to present yesterday in the community call, but we didn't really have time. And it's just like a quick storyboard overview that they made. There it is. Okay, what else do I have? Campaign for TC interviews video. Okay, yeah, it's also like number 67. It's a campaign around the interview video that we already have in the Hatch front end.
Which number was that?
65.
Okay.
Yes. critical.
Yeah, I see it. Campaign for TEC interviews video. Oh, right. Okay. Is this
Yeah,
critical
a community
to hatch?
video. Yeah, even before, like, I would try to, like, even before the hatch, just already be running a small campaign around it.
I mean, I think we should, but I would say if we don't do this campaign, we could still hatch, right?
We could, but we really don't have like anything to like build hype around before the hatch. So I would say it's critical. Maybe not like
Critical.
like
Yeah.
in a tech way, but in like for comms, like I would really like to have something going on
Yeah.
by the time we hatch.
Yeah. No, I think we should definitely do it. But critical means we can't hatch unless it's done. So it means if everything's ready and every working group checks off, we couldn't hatch unless this was done. But yeah, which makes me think it's like super important and we should definitely do it, but maybe not. It wouldn't necessarily prevent us from hatching. But then again, the campaign, we can do that. The video is done, right? So it's just the campaign around it. So this is probably relatively, yeah, easy to do this sprint. Cool. The onboarding community-wide video, that's done, right? Number 310.
Onboard community wide video. Yes, we can close this. Let me just upload the unlisted link on YouTube, and I'll take care of closing it.
Awesome. And then maybe that that thing that Fahern is going to work on, the crypto news, we could pull that into the sprint since he's already working on it. Number 542.
Yes,
He's going to
and it's
pick out
definitely
the.
not critical.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. But I think if, yeah, are we finished with the critical or are there more?
I think we're done with the critical for hatch.
Okay, cool. And shall we pull in other stuff? Should we pull in the rest of comms stuff that comms will be working on, even if it's not, even the stuff that's not critical?
Yeah, sure.
So, oh, and that's sorted
Okay, I
by
just
comms.
closed
Okay.
3.
So there's this idea about the style guide. It sounds like our plates are pretty full. It was something that Nate was going to work on with Katie. I don't know that that's going to get any traction this sprint. Chewy and Nate, what do you guys think?
What? Oh, Nate isn't here anymore.
Oh.
I wouldn't close it. Like I'll try to keep that discussion going on, especially like with like all the like the forum posts and all of this stuff that is being worked on right now.
Yeah, I agree. So we definitely, I mean, we don't need to close it. I'm just saying it's not going to go into the sprint. It's not going to be one of the priorities this sprint. Yeah, okay, totally agreed. The TEC hatch t-shirt and hat, I guess that's coming into our sprint.
Yes.
Maybe Olivia, you're sorted by comms. Yeah, okay, great. Cool. And TEC swag. I think this one's closed, 735. Are you satisfied?
735.
It's worth mentioning just that it's relevant that Nuggin is making a POAP for hatchers. I don't know if that's like on our awareness, but and Marco made a quick POAP like icon for it.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
this is
Good
good.
to know.
Write that down.
It's specifically for hatchers, so we can airdrop it and yeah.
Nice. Okay. And about the TEC swag, is this it's number 735? This is different to what we were doing the other day, right? For the hatch.
The TEC Hatch T-shirt and hat. Yeah, this is the one that you and Acid Laser are working on.
Okay, so it's not the regular swag. It's the hatch swag.
Yeah, it's the hatch swag. Oh, the regular swag landed today. I got it before I left Bordeaux. It looks good, so we're ready to mass order. We just need a landing address in Paris for that, for the ETHCC, for the TEC swag for ETHCC.
Okay, I'll ask Julie maybe. And oh, by the way, everyone, we already have an event planner in Paris. She's gonna be joining our community call on Thursday, so you all get to meet her. I'm gonna ask her to see if she has an address that we could use for getting this off our list.
Cool.
So you got the sample, Tam?
Yeah, of just the simple one, the hat that says TEC and then the TE Commons logo.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
not number 3, the one that we.
No, that's the special hatch T-shirt.
Okay.
That's different. Yeah. And I'll bring that into the sprint and maybe the TEC swag that Acid Laser is working on as well. Oh, there's a bunch of Discord automated call announcement changes that Vi was working on. I'll add that as well. And throw in all of the repeating. All right.
And for the hatcher swag, we're gonna give it to everyone with impact hours, right? That joined the Trusted Seed.
I'm sorry, Griff. What was that?
No.
I just want to check like what the scope is of who's getting the shirts. Is it only people who can the backers, or are the builders also getting shirts? Because they will get everyone. Yeah, the hatchers, because they're backers and builders are both hatchers, right? So
yes.
So then we'll probably have like, I think we have 120 people already Trusted Seed and with impact hours, maybe even more. So it'll probably be like somewhere around 200 to 400 shirts.
Hold on. For the TEC hatch, that will happen at the hatch time. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we will know that who has impact hours, so we'll know the minimum number of people that would get shirts. And we'll know the maximum number of people that can get shirts because it's the people with C-Stack tokens.
Yeah, but we're gonna do the airdrop so they can all order it themselves.
Okay.
For the hatch T-shirt,
cool.
we'll do an airdrop for that. For the ETHCC swag, we're giving away to people at the conference, to us and people at the conference. That's just the plain logo, and there's nothing interesting about that. But that we would order in bulk and just have sitting in Paris for us when we get there.
Okay, cool.
So we're not including the ETHCC logo for this design.
I mean, it adds like 30% to the unit cost. So it really depends on how much it's worth to us to add the ECC to the sleeve. I mean, it's like 20.
Okay.
I'd skip it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go with the regular one then.
okay. All right, cool. What are we? Okay. Any times we sort look through things, Chewy.
Sorry, Tam, you cut out a little bit there.
Okay. I wish this. That's because my internet is acting really funky right now, and even. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you see you want to add to Sprint, Chewy?
Sorry, I missed that, the last part.
Is there something you need to add?
Okay, to the board, no. I still need to tweak some updates, but I feel that in regards to critical to the hatch, I think we're done.
Oh, it's not just for critical to the hatch, Chewy. It was just we wanted to make sure we identified everything that was critical to hatch, but it should be the entire sprint. And
Yeah, I think I'm good. I would still add the content that is being developed right now, but for this sprint, I think it's good.
Is there anyone missing? Any working group that we didn't go through?
I think we covered them all.
Yes.
So maybe we can wrap up the call, and if there is something that we need to add to the board